Hey guys, Coach Julia Gurman here. Welcome to your first day of spring yoga sequence. I am so excited to take you through today's practice. And part of my excitement is not just from the fact that it's the spring equinox today, but it also falls on a full moon. So with both the full moon and the spring equinox, there's this energy or quality around letting go of what no longer serves you. And with spring cleaning, out with the old, in with the new, creating space to invite in new life, new beginnings, new energy. And with the full moon, there's this quality of gratitude, of life, for life, and all that you brought into being over this past 29-day lunar cycle. And also because it's the spring equinox and this pivotal or transitional day between seasons, I'm going to take that one step further and view it as all that you brought into being, all the inner work that you did, all the groundwork that you laid during winter, that you're bringing up and out into the light of day, whether you're letting go of it because it no longer serves you, or you planted seeds that you want to now germinate and grow and watch change and transform. And then with the equinox, it's a day where light and darkness are nearly balanced. So there is this energy and this sense and this quality and importance on bringing attention to balance. And not just physical balance, but energetic balance as well. So you will see all of these things interwoven in today's practice. Letting go, gratitude, and balance as little themes. Now before we start today's practice, I want to remind you of a few things. First and foremost, please take care of yourself on your mat today. I will offer some variations for different postures or asana, but because I am not directly there with you, I will be limited in the amount of depth I can go into for those. So I ask you to listen to your body and honor what you need, and know that if something doesn't feel right, you don't have to do it. You can do as much or as little as you'd like. You can stay as long as you like in each asana or posture, or not do it at all. It's all your choice. I'm simply a guide. You make today's practice what you need it to be. And the overarching invitation and intention that I hold for practice is that you practice with no judgment, with only compassionate self-awareness of and for yourself. To be curious rather than critical, and be playful. Have fun with this. So now to start your practice, I invite you to find a comfortable seated position. You can sit as I am with legs crossed in front in Sukhasana, or easy pose, directly on the ground or on top of a folded blanket, block, or bolster. You can also take Vajrasana. You sit on your shins and your feet. You sit your hips back. From this position, you can also prop yourself up on a block or a bolster, and this is one of my new favorite variations of Thunderbolt or Vajrasana. It is wicked comfortable. And if you've never used a prop in either one of these seated positions before, I invite you to try it today. Sitting on top of a prop brings your hips above your knees, and it gently tips your pelvis forward and helps to naturally lengthen your spine. So there's a lot more ease and comfort in one of these seated variations for most people. And if neither one of these works for you, you can sit in a chair or find another variation that does. And then once you're settled into your comfortable seat, go ahead and close your eyes. Allow your hands to rest wherever they may. And tune into your body. Feel the parts of your body that are in contact with the ground, with your mat, with each other, and a prop if you're seated on one. Feel your sits bones firmly rooted down, stable and supported. Imagine that you're stacking one vertebrae on top of the other as you feel yourself sit a little bit taller and lengthen through the top of your crown. Relax the muscles of your face, your forehead, eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. Maybe open and close your mouth a few times or yawn to create space and release any tension you may be holding there. And then I invite you to rest the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth behind your 2 front teeth. And notice how that does create some space in your jaw and relaxes it. Feel your shoulder blades rest down your back and how that gently lifts and opens your heart center. Feel your whole body. Then start to tune into your breath and simply notice the quality or qualities of your normal breath. Is it smooth or choppy, fast or slow, deep or shallow? Simply notice. Then start to deepen your breath as you inhale through your nose, fill up belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Continue with this breath, this 3-part circular smooth breath called the Dirga breath. It is a foundational breathing practice of all yoga, all pranayama, which is breath work. And if you're familiar with the Ujjayi breath, you can go ahead and layer that over top now. But if you're not, you can create that ocean sound simply by imagining you're mouthing the word home through a closed mouth on your inhale and your exhale. So inhale, fill up belly, ribs, heart. And while you draw air into you and you fill up, imagine you're mouthing the word home through a closed mouth. You feel the slight constriction at the back of your throat and that vibration, and you hear an audible sound. On your exhale, same thing. Imagine you're mouthing the word home as you exhale out heart, ribs, belly, and you feel the same slight constriction at the back of your throat. Feel the vibration. You hear the audible sound, almost as if you picked up a big conch shell and you heard the ocean waves when you hold it to your ear. Couple more rounds here. Dirga Ujjayi breath. Your own pace. One more round. Inhale, fill up, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. And allow yourself to return to your normal breathing pattern. Notice the effects of a few minutes of deep conscious breathing on your body. And then tune into your mind. Notice your thoughts. Whatever they are, wherever they are right now. And allow them to be. No judgment. Know that your mind is meant to think, and it will most likely wander several times throughout practice. And you can simply return to your breath, help bring you back into your body and into the present moment. If you would like to set an intention for your practice now, go ahead and do that. And if you would like to include or invite anyone else into your intention, you may also do that. With eyes closed, slowly bring hands into heart center. They meet in prayer position. Thumbs point inward towards your heart. Fingers are long, extended, and spread. And your palms gently touch. This is Anjali Mudra, prayer position. I invite you to join me in the universal sound of Om to seal your intention and to start open today's practice. First, a deep clearing breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale all the way out. You can sigh it out your mouth if you choose. Om on this one. Inhale, fill up. Inhale, fill up one more time. Exhale, sigh it out your mouth and open your eyes. I'm going to teach you 2 conscious breathing techniques before we get into the asana or movement part of today's practice. The first one is called Kapalabhati, or skull polishing breath. And this is an energizing breath, a cleansing, detoxifying, purifying breath. So I thought it would be perfect for today with this concept of spring cleaning, right? So clearing out, getting rid of, letting go of the old, and creating space for the new. This breath is done through your nose. It's a gentle or passive inhale followed by a forceful exhale, as if a bug flew up your nose and you wanted to get it out. So it looks and it sounds like this. Now, just a word of caution: if you have any abdominal cramping or pain, if you've had any recent surgery in your abdominal region, if you're pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, you may just want to stay with your Dirga Ujjayi breath. It might not be, Kapalabhati breathing may not be the best option for you today. Also, if you have any breathing problems, like you just came off of bronchitis or pneumonia, asthma, emphysema, then you can try it. You can always try it and find what works best for you, but I would recommend that you stay with the Dirga Ujjayi breath. So we're going to do a few rounds together now. I invite you to take one hand and place it on your abdomen so you can feel your diaphragm as it contracts and pumps with each breath. And just a reminder to inhale in between each. It's a gentle, passive inhale. If you don't, your body will let you know, because you'll feel like you're gasping for air, and it'll probably look and sound like this. And you'll be like, why can't I breathe? Okay? So eyes open or closed, your choice. I'm going to start us at a slower pace. We're going to do a few rounds, and with each round, I'm going to build the pace, but you can fall into whatever pattern pace feels best for you. All right? So first, a deep inhale, fill up. Exhale all the way out, clearing breath. Inhale through your nose, and begin. Three, two, one. Inhale, fill all the way up. Exhale all the way out. Inhale all the way in, fill up. Round two, begin. Three, two, one. Inhale all the way in, fill up. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, fill up. And round three, begin. Three, two, one. Inhale, fill all the way up. Suspend, sustain, hold the breath in at the top just for a moment. Then exhale, slowly release. Empty all the way out. Empty, 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 a little bit more. And then sustain, suspend, hold it out. Then inhale, return to normal breathing. Take a moment to pause and notice how you feel. If you feel any increased energy, mental clarity or alertness, maybe a little tingling, and you might not notice anything right now. But I thank you for trying the Kapalabhati, or skull polishing breath. Now the next one is called Nadi Shodhana, or channel purifying breath. And it helps to balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So again, perfect for today on the spring equinox, with that quality of balance, and paying some particular attention to that and producing a sense of calm and equilibrium here. So this is done with your right hand. If for whatever reason you cannot use your right hand, you may use your left, but if you can, use your right hand, lift it up. Take your pointer, so first and second finger, okay, pointer and middle finger, fold them down to your palm, and then turn your palm to face you. This is called Vishnu Mudra. The breath is going to start and end on your left. You use your Dirga Ujjayi breath and layer it over top, a little hand movement here. On your inhale, which will start through your left nostril, you take your right thumb and close off your right nostril. So go ahead and do that now. Right thumb to right nostril, close it off. Then inhale through your left. At the top of your inhale, take your right ring finger, close off your left, open your right, exhale out your right. Inhale up your right. At the top, close off your right with your right thumb, open your left nostril, exhale out your left. Inhale left. At the top, you'll switch. Close left, open right, exhale right. Inhale right. At the top, switch. Close right, open left. Exhale left. Inhale left. At the top, close left, open right, exhale right. And continue to breathe in this pattern at your own pace for a few more cycles. I'll let you know when it's time to release Nadi Shodhana. You can close your eyes or keep them open, but I invite you to try it with eyes closed as you just feel yourself breathe in this pattern and you turn your gaze inward. Feel as you're creating a sense of calm and balance and a bit of a meditative state. Next time you find yourself exhaling out your left side, let that be your last breath with Nadi Shodhana. Release your right hand down to your thighs. Take a moment to pause and notice the effects of Nadi Shodhana, the channel purifying breath on your body, and just a few moments of conscious deep breathing. And then your eyes are closed, go ahead and open your eyes. If you're seated on a prop, come on up off your prop, place it to the side. You're going to come to hands and knees into tabletop. Now if you have any wrist issues, we're going to be doing a few things that involve your hands. You can come onto your fists here, or you can always come down onto your mat, onto your forearms and elbows, or if you have blocks, rest your forearms and elbows on your blocks for these next few movements. So listen to your body, honor what you need. Either way, in tabletop, you're stacked shoulders over wrists, or if you're on your elbows, shoulders over elbows, hips over knees. Take an inhale, and as you do, lift your head and tilt your tailbone up, find spinal extension. Exhale, tuck your head, tuck your tailbone, spinal flexion. Inhale, head up, tailbone up. Exhale, round down. Inhale, head up, tailbone up for cow. Exhale, round down for cat. Inhale, head up, tailbone up, cow. Exhale, round down for cat. Inhale, head up, tailbone up. Exhale, round down. As you do on this one, gently press your hands into the ground, into your mat. Press the mat and the earth away from you. Inhale, head up, tailbone up. And on this one, gently draw as if you were drawing your hands back through the mat towards your thighs without actually moving them. One more. Exhale, round down into cat. Inhale, back to neutral spine. Exhale. Inhale. Sweep your right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Send your right arm underneath your left to thread the needle. Shoulder comes towards floor or gently touches. Then you're going to flow right back up on your next inhale. Reach up. Exhale, underneath your left, thread the needle. Inhale, reach up, open. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, lengthen, lift, expand. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, under. One more time. Inhale, reach up and feel the length you're creating, the space you're creating on your right side. Exhale, release right hand down to mat, underneath right shoulder. Or once again, if you're on your elbows. Inhale, sweep left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, underneath your right. Thread the needle. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, underneath your right. Inhale, reach up, open. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach up, extend, expand, lengthen. Exhale, underneath your right. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle. Last time here on your inhale, reach up. Feel the length you're creating on your left side. Then exhale, release. Left hand down underneath left shoulder. Inhale, step your right foot back. Right toes find your mat. Exhale, start to rock off your right leg. You create energy, a little bit of movement here. And you feel the entire back side of your right leg stretch gently, starting with your feet, your foot, your plantar fascia, your calf, and maybe even all the way up into your hamstring and base of your glute. Inhale back to center, stillness. Exhale, lift your right leg. Energize your heels straight back away from you. Zip your core up and in. Inhale, reach, extend, left arm out, straight in front of you. As you find your balance here. Energize through your left fingertips, through your right heel, as you create length. Deep inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, release left hand down, right knee down, find your tabletop. As a reminder, you can always work here on your blocks, on your elbows, or on the ground, or prop yourself, post up with a fist, your choice. Inhale, extend left leg back, left toes down. Exhale, rock off your left toes. You feel the space you're creating, little warm up, gentle stretch. Your left foot, plantar fascia, left calf. Once again, all the way up into your left hamstring. You may feel it there as well. Inhale back to center and stillness. Exhale, lift left leg up. Reach your heels straight back. Inhale, zip your core up and in. Exhale, send your right arm straight out in front. Energize through your right fingertips as you find your balance here. Create length with each breath, each inhale as you energize. Fingers to toes. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Right arm down, right knee down, back into tabletop. Inhale, step right leg back, brace your core. Exhale, press your hands into your mat, right toes into your mat as you step your left foot back to find high plank, phalakasana. Again, you can be on your forearms here in low plank or on your blocks. Either way. Zip your core up and in, and find and feel length all the way from your heels to your head. Legs are long and strong. Inhale, exhale, bend your knees. If you're in high plank, walk your hands back to meet your feet. As you find yourself in a deep forward fold, knees bent a lot. If you're in low plank, you can touch knees to the ground and then just come up into a forward fold. Now, forward folds are great, except if you have any eye issues, and sometimes people with back problems, this is not a great position. Okay, so if this is hurting your back, bend your knees a little bit more. If it still doesn't feel good, you can prop yourself up on your forearms, on your thighs, or your hands on your thighs. And if you have any eye issues, like the pressure here where your head is below your heart, it doesn't feel good, you can take one of these two positions as well. Forearms rest on thighs, hands rest on thighs. Okay? Eye issues like glaucoma, retinal detachment, or detached retina. And if you're A-okay, just hang out here, bend your knees a lot, allow your abdomen and your chest to drape over your thighs, head and arms hang heavy. Take a couple breaths here. Then start to walk your hands up your legs, all the way to the top of your hips, at your hip creases. You place the heel of your hands in your hip creases. Knees are still bent a bit. Core is zipped up and in. Inhale. Exhale. Gently press your hands into your hip creases. Send your hips, sit bones up, out, and back. Gently lift your heart center as you reach your heart and your head forward. You find length through your spine. This is halfway rise, Ardha Uttanasana. This may look different for different people. You may find that you can be down lower on your legs or fingertips in contact with the floor, but you want to always be able to have a long spine wherever you are. And for many of us, we have short and or tight hamstrings, so it's not available to us. Inhale, bend your knees, let your sit bones lower down. Exhale, rise up to stand. And you can come to the top or the center of your mat, your choice. And when you do arrive, just take a little march. Let your feet land about hip width apart. Wiggle your toes and your feet around as you feel all the parts of your feet, the outside edges, inside edges, the mound underneath your big toe, mound underneath your baby toe, and the center of your heel. Then bring your feet to stillness. Allow your toes to relax, knees to relax, but energize the muscles around your thighs and your glutes. Imagine you're hugging your muscles to your bones. Once again, imagine you're stacking one vertebrae on top of the other as you feel your rib cage gently lift up off your hips and your spine lengthen all the way through the top of your crown. Core gently zipped up and in. Take an inhale, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, roll your shoulder blades back and down as you set them against your upper back, your thoracic spine. Feel how that gently lifts and opens, spreads your heart center. Energize your fingertips towards the floor. Gaze is straight ahead. This is your Tadasana, or mountain pose. A pose of strength, power, confidence, and balance. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, interlace your fingers. I don't know if you can see that, but your pointer fingers are going to stay extended towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Inhale, wiggle up through your spine, create length. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, energize through your pointer fingers. Exhale, up, out, over, towards your left. In my lineage, I learned this as Ardha Chandrasana, or half moon. I know that it is not half moon in every other lineage. Most people refer to this as Parsva Tadasana. As you sustain here, you connect to your breath. Root down through the outside edge of your right foot. You feel your entire right side body lengthen from your heel through your fingertips. Inhale, rise up to center. Exhale, up, out, over towards your right. Once again, as you sustain here, root down through the outside edge of your left foot. Feel your entire left side body lengthen, open. Energize through your fingertips. Stay connected to your breath. Core zipped up and in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Hands are going to sweep down to your side and up and into heart center. So we got a couple half sun salutations coming up here. We're going to honor the sun, and as we invite and welcome in our longer, warmer days ahead. I'm going to turn to the side so you can better see all the positions here. With hands in heart center, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, send your hands wide as you swan dive down into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, knees or thighs. Find your halfway rise, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise, send your arms wide. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Send your arms wide as you root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, knees or thighs, halfway rise, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, send your arms wide, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Two more. Inhale, reach up. This time, sustain here for a moment. Go ahead and exhale. Squeeze your glutes. I want you to lean back, reach back. It's a mini or small back bend here, a micro bend. Now to transition to the swan dive down into the forward fold, zip your core up and in. Inhale, brace. Use your core to send your hips, your sits bones back as you hip hinge. Arms go wide. Swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time like the previous with that small back bend. Inhale, reach up, glutes are on. Exhale, let your core help transition you into butt back, hip hinge. Arms are wide, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment to pause. Notice how your body feels. Eyes open or closed. Recall your intention for today's practice. And then if your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them. Send your hands to your sides. And shift your weight onto your right leg and toe down with your left. Inhale, left knee up towards chest. Exhale, left toes down. Inhale, left knee up towards chest. Exhale, left toes down. Inhale, left knee up towards chest. Exhale, sustain here. Sweep your core up and in. Inhale, sweep your arms up, out to the side. Exhale, relax your elbows and wrists. This is Balikikasana or crane pose, a little balancing pose. Gaze or drishti is straight ahead on a point that's not moving. Now remember, balance is not about being static or perfectly still. It's dynamic. There's ever-changing and micro corrections along the way. So there's an ebb and a flow. You're flexible. Whoop! If you go too far, you might tip over like I did. That's okay. You toe down and you come back up into it. Right? But being able to be flexible and change and come back to a point of centeredness or stability, a sense of that. Inhale. Exhale, slowly start to reach your left leg back to find your mat or the ground. And I invite you in this position first to find your stability first. So whatever that looks like for you, you may need to take your feet wider and go to the width of your mat. You may need to toe in with your front leg a little bit, okay? You might need to move your back leg forward or back, but find what feels best for you and most stable. And then I invite you to try to pivot. If you're on your back foot flat, pivot up on your toes and ball of your foot. So your heel is up and your hips are square straight ahead. Front knee is stacked over front ankle. Core is zipped up and in. Inhale, sweep your arms up, out, overhead. Gaze is straight ahead. Find and feel your Virabhadrasana Echo, your warrior one. We're going to do a little flow here in a moment. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see from a different perspective. Okay? Front knee is stacked, and if you feel like it's collapsing inward, gently imagine my hand there and gently press out into it. See if that does not fire up. See, or it should. It should fire up your hamstring and glute, mostly your glute up here. So from here, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down, hip hinge forward. Notice how that energizes, heats up your quad, hamstring, and glute. Inhale, sweep your arms down by your side. Energize your fingertips back towards your left heel. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows. Glide, guide your shoulder blades down your back into cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hip hinge forward. Inhale, energize your hands back towards your sides. Exhale, rise on up. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades down your back. Bend your elbows, hands, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hip hinge forward. Inhale, energize your arms down by your sides, back towards your left heel. Exhale, rise on up. Inhale, reach up through your fingertips. Exhale, draw your hands down. Elbows bend, shoulder blades down your back. Now, you're going to inhale, send your arms wide, up, out in front of you to meet. From here, exhale, send your right arm to open as you twist. Inhale, right arm sweeps around to meet left. Exhale, send left arm open to twist the other way. Inhale, left arm sweeps around to meet right. Exhale, open to the right. So you twist to the right. Inhale, sweep right arm around. Exhale, left arm opens, twist to the left. Inhale, sweep left arm to meet right. Exhale, energize fingertips, arms towards the ceiling. Your Virabhadrasana Echo, warrior one. Inhale, exhale, pivot your left foot, set your left heel down, bring your hands to your hips. Make sure your front knee is still stacked over front ankle. And if you can pivot, if it's not already there, your back foot in about a 45-degree angle. Then you're going to want to root down or press down to the outside edge of your back foot. That gently lifts your back arch and sends a line of energy up your left leg, the inner line, into your inner thigh, your groin. Zip your core up and in. Inhale, sweep arms up and out to shoulder height. Exhale, gaze out over your right fingertips. For Virabhadrasana Dvi, Warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen your right leg. Exhale, bend right knee. Inhale, lengthen right leg. Exhale, bend right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Sustain. And we're going to do a little let go flow here. Okay? You're going to take your left hand, you're going to sweep it around to meet your right. Then you're going to draw your left hand back close to your body through your chest as if you were pulling a bow on an arrow. But instead of releasing it and letting it go forward, you're going to draw it all the way back and release, let it go, toss it behind you. Gaze is going to follow. Okay? And while we do that, there'll be some movement with the leg. You're going to start with knee bent. Inhale, sweep left arm around to meet your right. Exhale, draw your left hand back through your chest. Lengthen your right leg. Left hand sweeps all the way back and through. Gaze follows as you let go of what no longer serves you. Inhale, bend your front knee, your right knee. Sweep your left arm around to meet right. Exhale, draw left hand back. Lengthen right leg. Release. Let go. Inhale, bend, sweep your left arm around. Exhale, draw it back, lengthen, let go. Inhale, bend, sweep your left arm around. Exhale, lengthen, let go. 2 more times. Inhale, bend, draw your left arm around. Exhale, lengthen, let go. Last time. Inhale, bend, left arm sweeps around. Exhale, lengthen, let go. From here, inhale, relax, release your left hand to the back of your left thigh. Flip your right palm and reach your right arm up overhead as you reverse triangle pose. This is reverse triangle, Viparita Trikonasana. Gaze up at your right hand, straight ahead or down at the ground, your choice. Inhale, reach up for a friendly rope here that's going to help assist you up. Exhale, grab onto it, rise up. Straighten your front leg, bend your front knee as you find Warrior 2 once again. Inhale, pivot your back foot, your left foot. Sweep left arm up overhead to find Warrior 1 for just a moment. Inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, step left leg forward to meet right. Find and feel your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Eyes open or closed. Take a moment to pause and feel. Right side of your body versus left. Front side versus back side. Recall your intention. And then bring hands to heart center, eyes open or closed. We have a few half sun salutations. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, send your arms wide, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands can relax by your sides. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Toe down with your right. Zip your core up and in. Gaze Dristia straight ahead. Inhale, right knee up. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, right knee up towards chest. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, right knee up towards chest, sustain. Inhale, sweep arms up and out to the side. Relax your elbows and wrists for crane or Balikikasana. And once again, I'm gonna purposely put myself off balance as I challenge myself here. You don't have to do that. A reminder, balance is not static or perfectly still. It's dynamic. There's these subtle corrections going on to bring you back to a point of centeredness. Inhale. Exhale, slowly reach right leg back to find your mat. And once again, find your stability first, whether you need to take more width, length, shorten your stride, whatever you need. My invitation is for you to try, if you can, to pivot your back foot so you're on your toes and ball of foot, back heel is up. Front knee is stacked over front ankle. And again, knee is not collapsed inward. If it is, gently press it outward to stack over ankle. And notice how that turns on your glute, your left glute. Inhale, sweep arms up, out, overhead. Exhale, shoulder blades down your back. Gaze is straight ahead as you feel your Virabhadrasana echo, your warrior one. Inhale, energize through your fingertips. Exhale, bow down, reach forward, hip hinge over your left leg. Inhale, send your arms by your side. Energize your fingertips towards your right heel. Exhale, rise on up. Inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades down your back as you send your hands apart, elbows bend, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hip hinge forward. Inhale, energize your hands by your side, arms alongside you towards your back heel. Exhale, rise on up. Inhale, draw your shoulder blades down your back, bend your elbows, cactus arms. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hip hinge forward. Inhale, energize your arms by your side, long leg, long spine, through the top of your crown. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, reach up through your fingertips. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades down your back, arms bend, cactus arms. Inhale, send your arms wide around out in front to meet this time. Exhale, sweep left arm open as you rotate, open, twist to your left. Inhale, left arm around to meet right. Exhale, open to the other side. Inhale, right arm around to meet left. Exhale, open towards your left. Inhale, right arm around, left arm around to meet right. Exhale, open towards the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, send your arms up overhead. As you pause and feel your warrior one for one more moment. Inhale, exhale, rotate your back leg, set your right heel down. Bring your hands to your hips. Front knee is still stacked over front ankle. If you can, pivot your back foot in about a 45-degree angle. Zip your core up and in. Inhale, sweep your arms up and out to shoulder height. Exhale, gaze out over your left fingertips. Virabhadrasana Dvi, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen your left leg. Exhale, bend your left knee. Restacking, knee over ankle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. And once again, we're going to do that let go flow on this side. So the pattern is you'll inhale, sweep your right arm around to meet your left. On your exhale, you'll lengthen your front leg, left leg, as you draw your right hand back through heart center and all the way through to turn and open your palm and let go of what no longer serves you. So inhale, bend your left knee, sweep your right arm around to meet left. Exhale, lengthen your left leg, draw your right hand through heart center. Exhale, release. Let go of what no longer serves you. Inhale, bend, sweep your right arm around. Exhale, lengthen, let go. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen, let go. Inhale, bend. Right arm wraps around, meet left. Exhale, lengthen, let go. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen, let go. 2 more times. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen, let go. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen, let go. Inhale, release, right hand down to right thigh. Exhale, reverse left palm. Reach left arm up overhead for reverse triangle. Viparita Trikonasana. Gaze can be up at your hand, straight ahead or down at the ground or back foot. Inhale, reach up for your friendly rope. Exhale, rise up. Find and feel your warrior 2. Gaze is straight ahead out over your left fingertips. Inhale, pivot your right foot to come back up on your ball of your foot. Sweep your right arm up overhead to meet your left. Warrior 1. Inhale, bend both knees. Step forward to meet. Find and feel your Tadasana. Eyes opened or closed. Then bring hands to heart center. A few more sun salutations here. Half sun salutations. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, send your arms wide. Root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just a reminder, you can go whatever pace feels right for you. If you want to slow it down, speed it up, that's totally okay. Inhale, up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Micro bend in the back. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, send your arms wide. Root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, send your arms wide. Root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take your feet wide on your mat. Soften your knees. Hands to your hips. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, send your sits bones out and back. Heart center, head forward for a wide-legged halfway rise. Inhale, exhale, zip your core up and in. Gently wag your tail, shake your booty side to side a little bit. Feel as it massages your hips and your hamstrings. Inhale, exhale, start to lower down a little bit more. And when you feel like you're at your max, fully relax, release, let your head bow down. Arms can find the ground or a block. As you breathe for a few moments here in Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged standing forward fold. And again, any back problems that don't feel good in this position or any eye issues like detached retina or just having that pressure of your head below your heart, you can heel toe in a little bit and rest your forearms on your thighs. So you're just kind of like a low goddess pose here. Or you take your hands to your thighs, your choice. All right. If you're in your forward fold, 1 more breath here. Inhale, bend your knees, bring yourself up on your fingertips. So you're tented on your fingertips. Exhale, right? Inhale, zip your core up and in. Bring one hand to one hip, other hand to other hip. Bend your knees a little bit more. Exhale, root to rise. Either heel toe your feet together or push off, step your feet together. Find and feel your Tadasana. Couple more standing poses before we find our way to the ground and rest. So from Tadasana, shift your weight onto your right leg, toe down with your left. And this time when you toe down with your left, you're going to turn your left knee outward. So you're externally rotating at your left hip. And I want you to tent or place your toes on the ground and your left heel against your right foot. Hands are going to come in prayer position. So this is a variation of tree pose or trikonasana. You're already balancing right here. Now you can choose to stay here. You can bring your foot up your leg in various positions, all the way up if you'd like. See if I have access to this today. Some days I do, some days I don't. Nope, not quite. That's okay though. But anyway, whatever position you're in, especially if your foot is up here, you're going to be pressing your leg and your foot into each other. And there's this general external rotation or wrapping around outward effect. So your stance leg would be kind of going outward a little bit. And then your other leg that's up, for sure, okay, knees pointed outward, you're externally rotated at your hips, so they're pressing into each other. Hands can stay at heart center, or you can just extend your arms up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, which I actually am going to invite you to do. Be the trees at spring. You're growing, you're sprouting. Extend your limbs, your branches, your leaves. And when you're at the top here, feel free to shake your fingers or sway a little bit, wave side to side. Again, balance is not about static and stillness. There's some movement and dynamic. Be a tree in the wind. And you can also, as an option, if you need, come to a wall to help you balance. Totally acceptable as well. Okay. So right here, Vrikshasana, excuse me, it's not Trikonasana. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Inhale, draw your hands down, heart center. Exhale, step out of your balance. Find and feel your Tadasana. Then shift your weight onto your left leg. Toe down with your right. Point your right knee outward. You externally rotate your right hip. Toes are down, foot presses into your lower leg. So once again, you can stay here, or you can travel your leg up and find and feel what balance, position, or posture feels best for you today. I am going to try it on this side and just see what happens. It might be different. Oh, look at that, it is. So my left thigh and right foot are pressing actively into each other. Gaze is straight ahead, dristi straight ahead. The invitation, again, is to extend your limbs, your branches, your leaves, be the tree, grow, expand, change, transform. It is spring. Smile, have fun while you're here playing with your balance. Few more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Step your right leg down to meet your left. Find and feel your Tadasana. I have one final standing posture before we transition to the ground. You can choose to do this or not. It is completely up to you. And if you don't want to do this after you see the demo, then you can make your way to the ground and into an early Shavasana. But because it's a full moon, I do want to take you through Ardha Chandrasana, or half moon, the way it's done in all other lineages. And I invite you to try this at the wall with a block. Okay, so if you don't have a block, you can find anything, step stool, to work with. But I'm going to start on my right leg. Okay, I have the block in my right hand. Take it, and you want to be, you're going to have to find your distance from the wall about 5 or 6 inches. And when you lift up and you open up into half moon, you actually want to be touching the wall. It's there to support you. So you can really get into the balancing pose. All right, so inhale, start to lean forward, set your right hand, right block down, sweep your left leg up, open up left arm, and you lean back, you rest back into the wall here. Left leg is straight, active, energized, heel reaches out, toes point straight ahead, left arm reaches up, gaze can be up at your left, straight ahead, down at your right. You can play with the gaze, totally up to you. I love this variation. I didn't used to love half moon. It was really hard. It is really hard for me. Not even was. It is hard for me. But it doesn't always feel good on my back. This does. This is very supportive. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, start to take your left arm, left leg off the wall. Bend both knees as you come out of it. Take your block, bring it with you as we transition to the other side. So find your spacing from the wall, block in hands. Inhale, exhale, start to lean forward. Block meets ground. Right leg reaches up. Right arm reaches up. Right leg is energized, heel out towards the far wall, toes point ahead straight forward. Energize through your right fingertips, and once again, gaze can be up at your right hand, straight ahead, or down at the ground, your choice. Or whatever is your top arm. If it's not happens to be your right side, that's fine. And find and feel your half moon here. You can even gently press your top leg, if it's your right, into the wall. Just notice how that feels, what that does. It's just a gentle pressure activation. Core is zipped up and in. Inhale. Exhale. One more time here. Inhale. Feel the expansion. Feel your strength and your balance. Exhale. Float right arm, right leg down. Bend both knees. You come out of the pose. And you come back to your mat. We're going to do just a couple standing back bends. Mini, small ones to help reset your pelvis, reset your spine here. Protect your low back. Really great to do after standing balancing poses, single-legged or split stance activities. So with hands behind your back, feet are about hip-width apart like Tadasana stance. Gently squeeze your glutes. Take an inhale, lean back, exhale. You're going to breathe here. So your glutes are on. It's called co-contraction. Okay, they are working. Little extension. Inhale, exhale, back through center, tiny hip hinge. Inhale, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, extend back. You're going to hold here for a few seconds as you breathe. Inhale, exhale, rise on up to center. We're going to do 5 half sun salutations to take us down to the mat. Last 5 here. To honor again, new days, new lights, longer days, warmer weather. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, send your arms wide, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, send your arms wide, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, send your arms wide, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, send your arms wide, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Now we're going to pause here. Instead of finishing it, allow your hands to find your mat or your blocks. Then step back into high plank for 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, fill up. Exhale. Again, long and strong. Head to heels, heels to head. Whole body working, even your legs. Your final plank, Phalakasana. On your hands or your elbows if you need. Inhale. Exhale. Release your knees to find your mat. And send your sits bones back to child's pose. You can have your legs closer together like I started to demonstrate, or wider apart. Toes will point inward towards each other. Walk your hands out in front and allow your forehead, chin, and chest to come in contact with the floor, at least your forehead. And if it doesn't, please put something underneath your forehead so it rests. As you take a moment to pause here, recall your intention and bring in a quality of gratitude for all the work you just did, all that you brought into being, all that you let go of, all the new space you created, new energy you're ready to invite in. Again, inhale, draw one hand underneath your shoulder, then the other. Exhale, rise up. Come on to your back. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. I just want to do one final pose here, bridge pose before Shavasana. So you're going to bend your knees, legs, feet are about hip width apart. To find the distance between your butt and your heels, you can just set your arms alongside of you and where your fingertips touch. It's usually a good gauge of at least where to start, but you can adjust as needed. Take an inhale. Exhale, press your feet to your mat. Send your hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale, float down, release. Exhale, press into your mat. Send your hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale, float down. Exhale, press into your mat. Rise up. Sustain here. And if you choose to, you can walk, tuck one shoulder blade underneath you, then the other. Stay there, or add the bind, where you interlace your fingers and you continue to walk onto the tops of your arms. Either way, feet are working, you're resting on the tops of your arms and shoulder blades and your head, but not your neck. Most of the weight is on the tops of your shoulders. If you're in the bind, energize your fingertips towards your heels. Feel as your heart lifts, spreads, and opens here. And imagine, bring in a quality of gratitude here as well, this heart opener and gentle back bend. Set to Bandhasana, bridge pose. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. If you're in the bind, release that. Untuck one shoulder blade, then the other. Slowly make your way to your back. And you find your way to Shavasana, wherever you're most comfortable. Your back, belly, side. I'm going to sit up because I'm going to guide you through relaxation. And once you've found your comfortable position, go ahead and settle into your body. Feel the parts of your body that are in contact with the mat. Take a quick scan from heels, feet to head. Paying particular attention to any spots that may still be holding tension. And if there are, send a breath or two there. Feel your body heavy, bones dense, muscles relaxed, melting from your bones like wax on a candle. You feel yourself as if you're laying in a big, white, soft cloud, gently sinking in, fully relaxing, fully letting go. You allow your breath to return to its normal breathing pattern. And if there's any lingering thoughts, just go ahead and set them aside, trusting that you can pick them back up once we've closed today's practice, if you choose to. Allow your mind to naturally wander, your awareness to expand outside your body, outside the room or wherever you're practicing, and into the vaster universe as you take a few moments here of quiet rest and fully integrate the benefits of your practice today. Imagine you're a flower, open, by Julia Gurman. Imagine you're a flower, a new bud. You've got everything inside of you that you'll ever need for your journey. For days, weeks, months, you've been nurtured, slowly developing, slowly growing, in your tightly compacted form, becoming ready for your big day. You've always known this day would come, your day to bloom, your day to open. You don't resist the process because you've always known that this is exactly what nature intended for you. And so, you've learned to trust the process. Today, your day has finally arrived. Now is your time. Allow your process to unfold. Allow yourself to bloom, to open, one petal at a time. Give yourself permission to take it slowly and steadily, just as you did as a young bud. But also give yourself permission to reveal yourself to the world, to be seen, to be heard, to shine brightly and show off all your gifts, all of the beauty you have inside, just like a flower. And just like a flower brightens a room, brings someone a smile or a moment of peace, delight, or gratitude, so can you, just by being yourself. Be brave enough to allow, be brave enough to trust, be brave enough to bloom. Be generous in your offering of yourself to the world and let your true colors shine from within. Imagine you're a flower, open. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes to bring your awareness back into the room and back into your body. And slowly roll onto your left side is the invitation. You can roll on your right if you choose, but the left side, it's going to help to energize you because you start to breathe through your right nostril. And the right side is the masculine side related to the sun, solar, energizing, heating. But again, your choice, right or left. Whatever hand is your top arm, inhale, press your top hand into the floor, into your mat, and come back to a comfortable seated position. With eyes closed, bring hands into heart center. Take a moment, one final time here to pause, recall your intention, give thanks and gratitude for showing up for yourself today and practicing. You may join me in Namaste or not, it is your choice, but I honor and see the light within you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.